Yeah, we're back. We're back. We made it. Sorry, folks, we had a little technical difficulty. All is well. This is Jefferson from Guild Mortgage, and we have the great Holly Ostrike, who is now with Elite.
Yes, Elite Real Estate.
Real Estate.
In the good old heart of Fort Worth.
There we go. And the broker for Elite, what was his name?
Steve
I haven't met him
Panate.
yet.
Yes.
Steve Panate.
Yes.
Okay, I've heard wonderful things about this guy. Hopefully, we'll get to meet him
and a fire, so much energy.
Okay.
Yeah, great mentor, great leader. It's
Looking
been fun already. Yeah.
Looking forward to meeting him soon.
Oh yes, yeah.
Very
Been
cool.
there about a month, and it's already been super impactful to my business and just my heart, soul, all of it. Yeah, it's been really cool. It's a space where everybody collaborates really well and comes from a place of just giving back and pouring into people, not holding anything back, not gatekeeping. It's rare to find an atmosphere like that. So yeah, it's been pretty cool.
Maybe we'll bring him on and get Elite story.
Yes, yeah.
Sometimes it's kind of fun to hear some of these guys and gals, the broker growth and how it all started, because they all have a story to get there. It's that origin story is fun to unpack.
Yeah, I think he's been brokered here for about 2.5 years and just hit 200 agents, I think last week.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
It's moving quick.
So yeah.
Okay.
It's been fun already.
All right.
So yeah. It's I have every brokerage that I've been at has been a fantastic experience and would never have anything negative to say about any space, but I think your life brings you to different, just different places where you personally need different things. And I think over the last 6 months, as I've had some life changes that we kind of sort of dipped into a little bit, I've found that I'm in a place where I want to be able to pour into my kids, my clients, and my team and just really focus on those things.
Yeah.
And when I am spread too thin, I can't give myself as well to any one thing. And so I just was looking for an atmosphere where there's some strong, really hands-on leadership just in-house where I can go and they're there and they're looking to pour in and pour out and build people up. I lead in every area of my life. So my home, my team, at the church, my kiddos, everywhere. And I just kind of realized I don't have anybody truly like pouring in and leading me. Yeah. And I value that.
The mentor role.
Yes.
The mentor role.
Yes, exactly. Like I know where like even like a male leadership position and role is so important. And I appreciate that. So just kind of went on the look for some of that. And I just feel really blessed that the Lord just dropped it in my lap the way that he did. So,
that's cool.
So yeah, that's why we're here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Building the team up, building a lot of systems I think will be super helpful for our clients. And I'm excited for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's unpack a little bit. Let's unpack the two major changes, because the two major changes over the last 12 to 24 months in your life have led you to this point, and then that flows contextually into some of the things that we're going to talk about, but we've got to lay the groundwork, right?
Yeah.
All right,
Ask away. I'm a super open book.
Yes.
I'm a very open book. Nothing
super
about
easy
my
to talk
life
to.
is a secret, because I think that, I have things that people can glean from my life. So
yeah,
just
absolutely.
Let it all flow.
And the topics you picked, you have to be able to talk about your life, because those things flow together, in the same context, So, okay, let me start with, first, you're already at the new company. That's a recent change, a month now.
Yes. About a month. Maybe it's almost 2 months now. Yeah. Closer to 2 months, month and a half. Yeah.
Yeah. So for anybody that doesn't know, you were at Bray for the last couple of years.
Wonderful people.
Yeah.
I love all of them to death. Yeah.
I've spent some time talking to Chase and that crew. Yeah. Really good people. Yeah. They went to Compass. Yep. And you just felt like that wasn't the right move for you. You're at a different stage in life. Everybody's looking for different things. different, it just depends on what journey everybody is on, right?
Yeah,
The journey
yeah.
for you is like, hey, I need a little bit of help in these things because I am focused on the family and I
Yeah.
need to grow my personal business back
Yeah.
up. And just,
Yeah.
is that an easy way to say that? And
Yeah. It's interesting. The compass thing happened all at the same time, but was unrelated. But also, I think, like you said, it just wouldn't have been my move. And so it is kind of crazy how everything all timed out. But yeah, absolutely. I have done a lot of growth and healing, and have come to a place where I can okay, what does this next phase of life look like for me, and what do I want it to look like? What's important? And it's just been so clear. I only get this one shot with my kids, and they need. When there's one parent in the house, they need every scrap of me that I can offer and provide. I know I can't be both roles technically speaking in under one house, but I can certainly do everything that I can, and I don't ever want business or personal life or anything like that to get in the way of what those kids need from me.
yeah,
And so I have been really creative and thoughtful and prayerful about okay, how do I set myself up logistically and in business, but also in my heart and in my home? So what leverage do I need in business? What leverage do I need in my house? And have just taken steps to make that happen. So I don't need to be mowing my lawn personally.
No.
I have discovered that I don't need to personally mow my lawn.
no, unless you call that your exercise for the day,
Right.
And even I, at this point in my life, have no desire to call that exercise. I'd rather go do something fun.
Sure.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But we know people that think that's fun. For all those people that think it's fun, I get it.
I actually don't mind it. Give me a free Saturday where I can go pull weeds and sling some bags of mulch around and plant some bushes and plants and stuff. And I'm in my element and zone, and I love it. But that regular maintenance that
having to.
weighs down, it adds to that mental list
Saturday
of things
morning,
that I
you
have
have
to
to
keep
do
up
this.
with. Yeah, and it just, we're at sporting events or whatever, and so then I've been on the hot ball field all day, and then I got to go home and mow the lawn, or it doesn't get done. And it's that taking the things off of the mental load that doesn't matter to my parenthood. I still teach my kids hard work and having good work ethic, and they've got their list of chores they have to do, but they don't need to see mom mowing the lawn every week. And that might, be weird to some people or be like, duh, Holly, but it's just, I had to get myself out of my own, the thought processes that I didn't realize were there,
Sure.
So stuff like that. I'll ship off a couple loads of laundry a week if the pile gets too high and just say, go be with the Lord for 24 hours and then come back all washed and folded and cleaned.
We only have X amount of time.
Yes. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And if you have to spend all of your time doing these things that you go, hey, I can pay somebody to do it, or I can handle it differently, whatever it is, it is one of those things that when you have the resources, you are in a super mom role and you are in a successful real estate role.
Yeah.
So when you combine those things, time with the kids, and take it from a father who has older children and older daughters, that world, it goes by fast, and you hear people talk about it, but when you get on the other side of it, you literally look back and go, holy moly, it's over. It's the next phase, then there's no getting it back. And no one, I would think at this point in my life, have I ever met as a parent that's gone, yep, I did it all right. I spent all the, I spent all the correct time with my children. I didn't mess any of that up. I look back and go, good Lord, I made some really poor decisions. I could have done this, and this, to make that better impact or to spend more time with my family.
Sure.
But I'm assuming that's what all businessmen, all businesswomen do. Everybody puts their career at some point because we think that's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah. Well, and I work hard to keep an open line of communication with my kids about those things. Hey, I'm not perfect. What do you need from me right now? What would fill your cup? And so it's constantly shifting.
Communication.
It's never the same. And so I think when they get older, at least I hope they get older and they remember those conversations of, okay, mom wanted to know what I needed and she made actions accordingly. And yeah, there will definitely be some mistakes and things in there for sure, but we do what we can to at least mitigate as much as possible. And yeah, Jensen, well, he'll be 13 in August, and as he's gotten into middle school, I'm realizing, wow, yeah, I have, a handful of summers left, but even then, like, he's got activities and stuff that keep him busy and things he's wanting to do and friends he wants to hang out with. And I'm like, wow, I really don't have that fully captive audience like I did when he was younger.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that's definitely been impactful. I'm like, any trip I can get that kid on or, just quality time, I've been so fortunate and blessed to still have a thriving business, but I keep the mindset of
super mom.
It will never, if somebody's not going to do business with me for the sake of I'm going on a trip with my kid,
so be
whatever.
It.
Yeah. So, but exactly. I set the team up to where, hopefully that isn't the case and nobody feels that way.
That's what teams are for, though.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be there for you when you have the ability to go and do something and they fill the gap, stand there with you, get stuff done.
Yep. Absolutely.
That's the power of the team.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it's, and then I got those crazy girls too. There's no mistaking that those girls will be powerhouses. And I want all of my children to feel like they are absolutely equipped and capable to do anything they set their mind to. That's my goal as their mom, is you can achieve or go and be and do as little or as much as you want, but just to have that belief and the confidence that they can do those things.
Sure.
Like, I want to make sure I'm exemplifying that to them as best as possible. So,
well, based on what I see, I see them growing up in a household where A, they know they're loved, B, they do get to spend a lot of time with you, and then they also see you working crazy hard, being successful. I guess the subjective thought process of success is, so many different things to different people, et cetera, but based on what I've seen, they're going to have a very different, eye-opening experience of a mom that works hard, that has accomplished a ton, that meets their needs and gets to do all these things, you know? So these are happy kids.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Oh yeah.
Your children are happy,
Yeah.
So, we're unpacking a little bit of Holly's life, on in our discussion here for fun, just because she wanted to bring her reality to you, to this thought process, and then maybe we can move on to the next topic.
Yeah.
Okay, because then that will roll into some of the other ones. Yeah. All right, let's talk about. Now, I've been married a really long time.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but we
love Angie.
My wife is a firecracker.
She's awesome.
Everybody that knows her, we're about to have our 29th year.
Oh.
But I've had a lot of friends in our business, a lot of people that we know, they've gone through divorces. Mm-hmm. Divorces changes things.
Yeah.
For a lot of the realtors that we've done business with, it is a major milestone in their business, you know, and you see the impacts of what divorce does to their business, because maybe they were the breadwinner or they weren't the breadwinner, and how does it affect the children? Do they have to take a break? Do they have to, like, all the things that happens during a divorce, right? Yep. Some divorces are good, some are bad, some are, it's the right time. I mean, there's just so many different things. Yeah. Why don't we talk a little bit about, your divorce and how it affected your business. What did you learn, you know, from your situation? And then we can talk a little bit about real estate in that, because I do believe there is a massive piece of the realtor community when they go through a divorce. It's a roller coaster. It's either going to be up or it's going to be down, and
or both, and everything in between.
Or it cycles, right? And we see it all, because once you've been in our community for a while, in our industry, you know, you watch it happen. So what are some of the personal insights, some of the things that you experienced as you started the process, in the middle of the process, and then came out of the process on the other side of it, healthy, happy, doing well, smiling, you know, and so that's just kind of is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Right. I guess I should have asked that question in the very beginning. Hey, is it okay if we talk about this?
He knows Holly's such an open book, and we'll just, you know, and I, you know, open book, but also, you know, we'll keep the details, you know, up here a little bit. Just, you know, I care. My kids will see whatever I put out on the internet someday, you know, and so we keep it,
because it is historical at that point. It's always there.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm mindful, but you know, I'll say divorce is a very taboo topic. Just in general, I think I'm very much in, you know, very rooted in my faith. And so it was definitely a tough bridge to decide to cross, and definitely had a lot of conversation with a lot of people, counseling, and the big man upstairs through the whole thing and every step of the process, and just remained really prayerful of like, okay, just if the next step is the next step that I need to take, then just show me and make it clear and bring me the right people to talk to me and things like that.
Wise counsel.
And yes,
you saw
exactly.
Wise counsel.
Yes. And you were such a big part of that. And I am forever grateful for
So you
every
use some
conversation.
unwise counsel as well.
I would
If
say.
you include me in there.
Oh man, no. So everybody that I talk to and introduce you to, I'm like, he's like a bomb realtor, or not realtor, lender, but he's also like a dad, you know? So I have a fantastic father, but you're one of those figures as well that I really look up to. But anyway, so, you know, stepping through it all, I just remained very prayerful. And as I began and filed and whatnot, the Lord like showed up with this like crazy amount of team of really cool women that, you know, I was not looking to hire and build this massive team. I was looking to hire maybe an agent or two just because there were leads falling through the crack, business that was falling through, and was like, okay, here we go. Let's just see what the Lord has with this. And over, you know, a year's time, there were some that, you know, it just didn't work out or wasn't the right fit, but also brought some of my best like female friends now that are ride or dies, that really strong women of faith that held me up while they feel like I held them up, you know? So it was very cool to have those relationships just pop up in like a 2-month time span almost. And so, you know, Jasmine, Rashay, Julie, like all of them have been, you know, such wonderful parts of my life, and none of which are on the team anymore now as we, you know, kind of a year and a half later, but we have this strong,
growing and changing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. They grew their businesses, so they're like, hey, let's go thrive and do this on our own, which is good.
That's what you want.
I mean, honestly,
it happens, right? Like that's
when
part
I
of
interview
the
agents,
evolution.
yeah, when I interview agents, I tell them, I know this is what you're going to want to do. And I feel like some of the best agents that are team members at first are agents that have that drive and push to go do it on their own at some point. And so, you know, that's just part of it. But I am so grateful. And I think a lot of times people leave teams or have agents leave teams and they're like salty about it.
Sure.
And it has never been the conversation. which is so cool with these little core group of girls, because it's just, was the time, but we had a friendship, a deep rooted friendship at the same time. And so it's been very unique, and I'm so grateful for that. And so that was a big part of it, was like, hey, we had everybody leaning on each other, taking on the real estate space by storm. And, it just was for the time and the season. And, there was a lot of, my divorce was not simple or easy or pretty. Like it was messy and hard. And I had a lot of healing to do, and healing I'm still doing. I think you've probably seen even a shift in me over the last couple months in a positive direction, I'd hope. Yep. Yeah. As I continue to take those next steps, but I've taken
You're
the
available.
time.
You're available to do so many things now, but
I was in survival
come
mode.
a really long way.
I was in survival mode.
Yeah.
I was carried and I was taken care of, and I still found ways to pour into other people, but I was, in it. So I feel there's been, phases to the healing journey and all of that, and a lot of stuff I didn't even know I needed to heal from. And I've appreciated time in singleness to do that. And for the first time, I think in my life, or at least since, college, I'm content on my own too. Of course, when I love to have a future someone someday, yes. I think I make for a good wife and mom, but I'm capable, and I don't have that need either. So,
you feel whole.
That's right where I want to. Yes. Yeah.
You feel whole.
Honestly, for the first time in my life, have I felt like I'm good, just me. So
strong.
I hear that's where I'm supposed to be.
That's where you're supposed to be. That's right. That's healthy, right? That's healthy.
Yeah. And it's good. Like, I want my girls to, a lot of the why behind the divorce is some things that I want my girls to not experience and feel, that I felt and experienced, or the choices that I made because of limiting beliefs or misconstrued beliefs, etc. And so I feel so fortunate for what I have experienced and gone through, because I can teach them and show them something different. And if I hadn't gone through that, they likely would have the same patterns. So I'm feeling very fortunate for that. I also am so fortunate to have gone through what I've gone through because of the nearness of the Lord that I felt, and like all the crazy stuff that He did along the way, that it's just like, God, it's nothing but God.
The people He put in your
absolutely
life.
Nothing but God.
Yeah.
Yes. And the just situations, circumstances where it's just like undeniable. And so I'm able to use that for other people who are going through similar things as a, hey, look, like these are things that I went through, and this is the way He showed up. Look for these things, And so that I'm like, obviously, for my eternal me, very grateful for that. So
one of the topics that you brought was the working mom guilt.
Yes.
So, will you speak to that? Because the moms that are working, that are trying to do it all, as a one family unit, and what they go through. I've had a lot of single moms work for us, over the years, and there is nothing harder than watching moms have to get from point A to point B to get the kids, to get them home, to get them fed, to get the laundry. I mean, my wife and I have talked about that, and that's always been a focus for us.
Sure.
Can you talk a little bit about that? We're going to be wrapping up soon, but I feel like if we can get your message about that and how you maybe circled through that and how you feel about it now, because you are on the other side of it and what you learned. I feel like there's some valuable information there for the moms that are going through what you've gone through and are going, here's how I feel, and I don't know how to get past it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Well, I mean, first of all, just know you're not alone, I'll sit here and talk to a single mom all day long just to be like, yeah, girl, this is rough. Like,
It's
we're
real.
not going to deny that. Like
Yeah.
it is a little ghetto sometimes, but it's, I think we're just so hard on ourselves because we want to be able to do and provide it all in a space that's meant for two parents rather than one. Like it just is. It's the design. And so giving yourself the grace to not be able to do it all. Let some piles pile up on the kitchen counter. It's okay. Like I used to, especially as a real estate agent, we stage houses all the time. So it's like there's that pressure, behind it that's like, oh, this house doesn't look like a house, because there's some laundry on the couch or whatever it is. Or at least this is me, some stuff I've had to work through. Yeah. But to just like, it truly is okay. Or is my kid walking around saying like, dang, mom's left that pile of papers on the kitchen counter?
They could care less.
They don't give a darn.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And so I think one of the biggest pieces of advice would just be to give yourself a break and a lot of grace. Like allow it, to just let it go. And then don't be afraid to talk to people when you're struggling with it. Like just be honest with like, this is how I'm feeling. And I don't feel like I can do it all because we're so much harder on ourselves than, we should be.
Always.
And so, yeah. So getting a good group of people or women around you that can speak into you and say like, no, hello, look at all the really great stuff that you have accomplished and done over this last week. I've seen you do it. I saw you walk it out. Like I've seen you, continue to parent kids when it'd be easy to just let them do X, Y, or Z, just help you see what other people see and intentionally have those people in your corner.
What about accepting help from friends and family?
Yeah, I'm still working on.
Is it okay for your dad and friends to come over and say, "Hey, let me mow the yard real quick"?
Man, no. Yesterday I was having a day. I was going through it, and just with it was house stuff, work stuff. I couldn't get a stinking printer. I bought a printer. ChatGPT didn't help me see that it's only black and white. So I went to Best Buy. I was like, forget it. I'll return that one later. I need a printer right now. I got a listing appointment tonight. And then I couldn't get it. It won't connect to the Wi-Fi. And so I finally, at the end of the day, after taking the cat to the vet, he's sick, everything's piling up. I just got from out of town for a week. I'm like, I can't do this. I text my brother-in-law. He lives in the neighborhood. And I was like, listen,
I need help.
I'm going through it right now. I don't know why I can't get this quote freaking printer to connect.
Yeah.
But he's good at all the tech stuff and I need some help. Please ignore the pile of laundry that's sitting at the top of the stairs when you go upstairs because also the toilet's leaking. Or not leaking, it's running. And can you just shut off the valve so I can get a plumber over here or whatever? And he's just like, yeah, what else do you need kind of thing. So it's hard for me to do because I know I'm capable and I know I can do these things if I can give it enough time or whatever.
But where's time better spent for you and the kids, right?
Yes, exactly. So it's just like, I can figure this stuff out. I feel pretty rock star when I do figure some stuff out, but just like let some stuff go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uber Eats that meal if you need to. It's okay. So yeah, those are kind of my piece of advice, and just give yourself a break. Take care of yourself. Oh my gosh. This. I went through like a lot of autoimmune stuff several years back and have always dealt with, some people know this, some people don't. I have PVCs and SVT. And so it's all stress related. So PVCs, my heart likes to skip beats for fun. And then SVT, it just chills at 180 sometimes for fun. And, I've done all the tests. Everything's fine. It's truly just stress related. And I've discovered over the last 6 months that if I am really consistent with working out, they go away, like gone.
Cortisol, stress.
Yes. So getting your health in check as best you can, but just even if you can go on a walk, or I just started running at night I don't know if at night's the move, but it's just the time I had.
It's when you can do it.
It's when I can do it.
It is what it is.
And so, it has made the biggest difference to be able to consistently work out. These last like 3 weeks, I haven't been consistent with it, and I'm feeling it come back. And so I'm learning these lessons. It's always a little bit of this on the way up, but that's the biggest thing too, is like, make sure you prioritize time for yourself.
Yeah.
You have to.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we're coming to our time frame of when we're going to have to cut it.
Yeah.
Holly, I love you. Always
I love you
appreciate spending
too.
time with you.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of fun over the years, and thank you for sharing your story. Thank you for just telling a little bit about yourself. If anybody gets a chance and you want to spend time with Holly and you need to buy some real estate, I can guarantee she can negotiate. Okay.
Yeah.
I have, I've witnessed it. I've seen it. I've worked with lots of clients with her and how she's helped people. But as you can see, she's not trying to hide anything. She's easy to talk to. She's easy to deal with. And I've always appreciated that about you.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
Yeah. So-
You've been a light in my world, and I would be in a different spot without you in a lot of ways. So
I think you'd be fine regardless. God just kind of put me along the journey.
A deep appreciation. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Well, cool. Such a fun time.
Yeah.